Let us understand the working of a single phase transformer. A single phase transformer is a static device, that is, it does not create its own electricity, it needs some form of external AC supply for the working. It is a device that transfers electric power in one circuit to another circuit. The transfer of electric power is of the same frequency, that is, the frequency does not change when the electricity is transferred from one circuit to another circuit. Single phase transformer consists of two windings, the primary and the secondary winding. The input side is called as the primary winding, output side is called as the secondary winding. The single phase transformer operates on the principle of mutual inductance, which we have studied earlier. When the primary of a transformer is connected to the AC supply, it generates a flux. How this flux is generated? When the current flows in the coil, a magnetic field is built up. This magnetic field is responsible for generating flux line through the core. This condition is called as inductance. The flow of current from the primary side to secondary side is according to Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. As the current increases from 0 to maximum value, the magnetic field strength will change. The change in magnetic field is given by d phi by dt. d phi by dt is rate of change of flux. This electromagnet forms the magnetic lines of force. These expand towards the coil, forming a path of magnetic flux. So this magnetic flux, which is built up in the core from the primary winding, this flux will pass through the core towards the secondary winding, and the magnetic flux will be responsible for generating a voltage on the secondary side. The strength of magnetic field in the core depends on number of turns in the winding and also on the amount of current that is being supplied to the primary winding. The magnetic flux and current are directly proportional to each other. That is, if the current is increased, the magnetic flux will increase, and correspondingly the output on the secondary side will increase. If the current is decreased, the magnetic flux will also decrease, and the current on the secondary side will also decrease. As the magnetic lines of flux flow around the core, it passes to the secondary winding. This will induce a voltage across the secondary winding. For determining the voltage induced in the secondary winding, we utilize the Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. It is given by the equation n into d phi by dt, where n is number of turns of winding and d phi by dt is rate of change of flux. So this is how a single phase transformer works. From previous equation, E is equal to n d phi by dt. N is number of turns, d phi by dt is rate of change of flux. The frequency on the primary and the secondary side input is same, and the frequency will be same in the primary and the secondary windings also. Therefore, the voltage induced will be the same in both the windings. The same magnetic flux links both the coils together. Flux generated by the primary side is same as the flux that is linked on the secondary side. Thus we can say that total voltage induced is directly proportional to the number of turns in the coil. Number of turns in the coil will be responsible for the voltage that is being induced in the circuit. Now let us assume the primary and the secondary windings have single turns. Also assume there are no losses. Theoretical. no losses are present in the circuit. The current flows to the coil to produce a magnetic flux. That is, the current is flowing on the primary side, on the primary winding. This will generate the magnetic flux, and this magnetic flux will induce a voltage on the secondary side by Faraday's law. But since it's a AC supply, magnetic flux will vary sinusoidally, because alternating current is a sinusoidal wave. It is not a fixed wave. That is, it varies with respect to time. Sinusoidal means the value of the AC supply will vary with respect to time. Hence, we can say that phi is equal to phi max sin omega t. Why we take sin omega t? Because it is a sinusoidal wave. The relationship between induced EMF E in the coil windings of n turns is given by E is equal to n d phi by dt. Hence, we can write E is equal to n into omega into phi max into cos omega t. So we can write E max is equal to n omega phi max. ERMS we can write as n omega divided by root 2 into phi max, which we can write it as 2 pi upon root 2 into f into n into phi max. Thus we get ERMS equal to 4.44 f into n into phi max. What is f? Frequency in hertz. N is number of coil windings. Phi is flux in Webers. The above equation is the transformer EMF equation. This is how we can deduce or derive a EMF equation of a transformer. For EMF of a primary winding of a transformer E, N will be the number of turns, while for EMF E of secondary windings, the number of turns will be Ns. NP is primary side winding, Ns is secondary